Plus, she wants to come up and talk to you.
It is clear that you have no idea how I feel about this woman.
Yeah, Laura, I get that, but respectfully, it's not about you. It's about Christian.
See, that's where you're wrong. Because it is about me. I live here now, Calvin. And now, I might not be able to control the fact that she can walk in and out of your mama's house, but I can control who comes over here. And that chick ain't coming up in here, Calvin.
Well, folks, one of the biggest questions after this recent episode of House of Payne is, well, technically two. Number one, is Laura out of pocket for not wanting Miranda to set foot in the condo anymore? And number two, why is she upset at why is she so upset at Miranda to the point that she no longer wants her in the condo where she lives at? First things first, as I pointed out in my review, I know a lot of people are upset that, hey, Miranda paid for that condo. It's her. No, it is not. After the divorce, Calvin got the condo once the smoke cleared. So regardless as to how you feel about Laura or the fact that Miranda paid for the condo, it's no longer hers. She has no legal grounds of, or right of passage in the condo without permission. And I mean, there was a whole episode about that where Laura convinced Calvin to make Miranda give back the spare key so she can stop popping up unannounced. But then again, that didn't stop her after the fact. And if I remember correctly, didn't she leave several money stashes in the condo? And she actually made sure to take those out without anybody else knowing. But, actually, without anyone knowing that they were there in the first place until after she had already taken it. But in any case, I think that in reality, this is Laura still feeling bitter about what went down in the episode House of Love. I mean, she literally tells Calvin, I might not be able to control who goes in and out at your parents' home, but I can control who goes in and out of the condo where I live at now. And her stink ass isn't welcome here. So essentially, you could tell that it's a major hate she has for Miranda, because go back to House of Love. What happened there? It was kind of two things. Number one, she felt excluded because yet again, there's a semi-family gathering going on that she wasn't invited to. Although this was simply just part of Jasmine's school project. And secondly, you got to look at it from the perspective of, I came over there to talk with Ella, and yet again, Miranda's there, and basically she feels like her seat at the table, aka, being the future stepdaughter of Ella and Curtis and being part of the family, that chair at the table that she should be in is still being occupied by Calvin's ex-wife. And on some level, I see exactly where she's coming from. However, her whole thing about Miranda no longer being allowed in the condo is just her revenge. Okay, fine. I get kicked out of your parents' house twice. Keep in mind, I'm speaking from the mental perspective of Laura. We know the most recent time that she was over at the house, she chose to go off on Calvin's parents and leave, which I really wish we got follow-up from that. Did Laura tell Calvin about what happened when she went over to Ella and Curtis's place? Did his parents reach out to him saying Laura was just over here and she caught an attitude? We don't know yet. I hope we cover this in the next episode. I know the next episode synopsis says something to the effect of tempers flare between Laura and the Payne. So maybe we will follow up soon. But her going so far as to say, you know what, pickup is downstairs. You don't need to come up here. Not necessarily against that. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's just that we know she's only doing this out of spite. So I think that morally, yeah, if she doesn't want Miranda in the condo, well, she doesn't want Miranda in the condo. But to only do this because you're mad, I think is just a bit unreasonable. Because like some people said in the comments, I don't feel like she really loves Christian if she's treating his mom that way. And on top of that, it just seems like what will happen if there's an emergency? You know, like, would she call Miranda, or would she even answer Miranda's phone call? It's just one of those things where, like it or not, Laura, you will have to communicate with Miranda on some level. It's just the fact that you got this beef going on. It's just ridiculous. It really is. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think Laura's being out of pocket about Miranda no longer being welcome in the condo? Do you think she's exercising her right as not just Calvin's fiance, but as an occupant of the condo to have jurisdiction over who is allowed and who isn't allowed in their living space? And do you think this is just being done out of spite because of, well, you know what? Your parents dictate who goes in and out of their house? Well, guess. Oh, also, given the fact that Miranda's no longer welcome up in there, do you think she would go so far as to ban Calvin's parents? I would not be surprised if that's a thing. I'm just throwing that out there. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll catch you all in the next video.